In this video, we got someone had a baby on live stream. What? Someone just had a baby live on stream. Hey man, this is what we're doing on live. This is ridiculous. Cause I can't even say a few words, but you could. Are they showing it? I don't know if they're showing it. I don't know what this video is about, but my bad, y'all. I'm back with another video, and today we're reacting to this, and I don't know. I'm just at a loss for words. Let's see what they're talking about, and I wonder if this is on Twitch or if this is on what platform, because the guidelines are being banned. I don't know. This shouldn't be allowed. Let's get straight into the video.
She been comment me.
Damn.
Kaya, please just
Wait, can you watch people give birth? Not in the hospital, huh? She just got socks on, some, can't even see.
Kaya, please just
Wait, she gave birth the wrong way? You can give birth that way?
Kaya,
Maybe I'm uneducated or stupid. I didn't know you could give birth like that.
please just go. Just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. You're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
What is going on the internet? As you can see, I'm not in my normal
Africa
here, and it's actually kind of early in the morning because I thought that on my vacation I would be able to take some sort of break. I'm out here celebrating a wedding, but the internet does not stop. And to my surprise, or really lack thereof, there were two extreme incidents that happened on Twitch the other day that I thought were just totally out of pocket. First, we saw what the people are dubbing as the first live birth on Twitch. Now, granted, giving birth to a healthy baby is a tremendous feat, but the lack of privacy that the internet has just accepted is just totally to another level of extreme.
So people can have a baby, but I can't say the F word without getting banned like this. Without getting banned like this. That was a better snap.
Look at these intimate moments that are being shared with the general public of people who at one point apparently peaked to 100,000 live viewers.
I did not know you can give birth this way.
This is a whole ass medical.
Is it safer?
I don't know why we've accepted these things happening, but there's nothing intimate, there's nothing sacred, there's nothing private anymore. We've just decided that the whole world gets to come in and be a part of our community just because we play video games and stuff with them. I think that's just totally disgusting and totally wrong. This is a byproduct of that always on nature and continuous boundary pushing that we've allowed.
Wouldn't it be better because gravity would just kind of have it fall out like a piece of shit? If you give birth like this way, like dog, like an animal, like on all fours.
Streaming and content creation.
So why do we do it this way? Is it safer for someone else to take the baby out? I don't know.
I mean, there's a point in time in which you can see the actual raw.
I'm just uneducated. My stomach hurt thinking about it.
Now, according to both of the parents, they got the okay from Twitch. Even Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, was actually in the chat. But that doesn't mean that this isn't like morally or ethically right. Not necessarily having
just because the owner said yeah don't mean it's cool.
Into this intimate moment. We've just totally lost the plot here. And it also doesn't escape me that there's some sort of privilege going on here. Look, I know the data behind pregnancies and minorities, specifically black women in this country, and I don't think any black woman in her right mind would do something like this. Yeah, this has to be talked about. I'm pretty sure this woman went through as many safety precautions that she can, but the fear of losing a child would probably be so much for a black woman that I don't think that she would allow this to happen on some sort of live stream, because that is a real life possibility, a real life scenario. And I don't even know if Twitch thought that far down the line. Like, what would have happened if something happened to this baby and it was all caught on live stream? Don't they think that's jarring? Don't they think that's triggering? I get it that you live your life on the internet.
If something happened to that baby on live stream, it'd have been like, okay, you guys, we're just gonna end the That's how it would be.
live streaming this process for the past X amount of years. But to be quite honest with you, this just does not seem worth it at all. This seems totally over the bounds of what should be happening in content creation. This was a very shocking moment for the public to see, and you allowed it to happen. Now, speaking of shocking moments, we get the person who is denying the fact that he's shocking his dog with a shock collar in Hassan Anabi.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? This person is being abusive. If they only saw that clip, it doesn't matter. And this will not go away, for the record.
What's so amazing about this Hassan situation, and let me be
Okay. Because I have my own thoughts about the dog shock collar.
clear, I'm not necessarily a dog person, but I can understand even so that there are cruel, inhumane, and honestly torturous methods in order to train your dog or correct their actions. And somebody being, you know, a proclaimed leftist as Hassan, somebody who is pro-life in the sense of like not harming life, anti-torture, you know, preaches about the atrocities that go on throughout this world. It is very strange to me that he would do the inhumane act of shocking his dog. What probably adds another layer to this conversation, because if he shocked his dog, he apologized for it, went on about it, is two things. One, he has so many videos out there of him saying things about dogs that really has the dog community raising their eyebrows. Stuff about how his former roommates used to use these types of shock collars. Stuff about how he doesn't give a fuck about Frenchies. Frenchies are dogs who have massive breeding problems because those dogs breed issues when you breed them the way that we do as people. And then he also has another person telling him, yo, this dog collar is too tight, gang. Like, you need to loosen it up. And his excuse is, well, she just has a lot of neck meat. It's actually not choking her at all. What?
My old roommate wanted to use a shock collar for fish, and his dog's barking. I couldn't do it. I have it still. I bought it. They are incredibly effective.
I love her. I think her collar's too tight.
Well, it's
You have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
she's like, it's a lot of neck meat. Just such a lib ass, like, oh, dude, please don't get a Frenchie. I just read a Vox article talking about how problematic they are. Like, I don't give a fuck. I know they have breathing problems. I know they're incredibly fucking inbred. I don't give a shit. This is a dog.
The second most damning thing out of that.
All right, so like a few things. Who cares if he feels that way? Frenchies, people have Frenchies. So now we can't have Frenchies because people are going to say, well, they have breathing problems, don't get them. Well, they're alive with or without my say so. They're being bred somewhere. So if I want one and I want to deal with it, I can get it. Second off, about that point, Frenchies also, you can just go and get them nasal surgery. That doesn't always completely work, like for the long term, but you can get them nasal surgery so their passageways are bigger so they can breathe and not have the nasal problems. So who cares? I can sit here and say fuck Chihuahuas. I don't care about them. Or I want a Great Dane. I don't care that they only live like 5 to 7 years. Who cares? That's what I think. Now, the other point, the shock collar choking them. Maybe if she was talking to like a professor, if he was talking to a professor or something, he should take that advice. That was wrong. The next point, the shock collar. I feel like it's fine to have a shock collar. People have shock collars the same way they have them for competition dogs. They have them for guard dogs. They have them for, depending on how you use it. You can't just sit here abusing it. That's not what you want to do. Vibrate is one thing. Shocking is another. Sound is another. You got to use them right. There's nothing wrong with the collar. Because how are you going to... The dog don't speak English. You can... If you have a dog... I don't know. It's a big rabbit hole. I mean... There's nothing wrong with a shock collar.
part is the fact
That's
that
all
he
I'm gonna say.
goes to extreme
You gotta use it right.
lengths, and I mean extreme lengths, to try to talk about how this isn't a shock collar. Now, this is after he could have easily proved it. He finally comes back to his chat and says, "Yo, you know, this isn't a shock collar. It's a vibration collar. Like this is what it does, etc., etc." Now, mind you, we exist in the day and age of the internet, where people have so much access to so many tools that can easily disprove this simple thing. I think a lot of this would just go away if Hassan just said, "Hey, this is a shock collar. This is what I use for my dog. I live up to it. I own it, etc.,
Yeah.
etc." But the fact that he goes about doing things like taping the said shock collar, manipulating the said shock collar, and a plethora of other things in order to get away from the fact that it actually is a shock collar is very, very telling, and actually very, very disgusting when it gets exposed by XQC and others.
Hold on. What is that? Bang, 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 bang. So what is that? The canine handler. They need to get better names of this shit. Yo, the handler. Come on, bro.
The handler
Shock
crazy.
collar. Yeah, it's another one. The one that has a top at the top.
This is the one that people are talking.
The one.
Hold on. Features survive for me teach cutter. Yeah, so I don't think you guys are blown up. I feel like if you have a dog and you have a collar, you kind of know it comes with all three: sound, vibration, and shock. So if he had it taped off, could mean that he doesn't even want to accidentally press the shock part.
The one as a
You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that doesn't prove anything. He could have it taped off and say the capacity is vibration because I don't use the shock. Because it has sound, it has vibration, and I taped off the shock part. You need the metal prongs to shock. If his thing, let me see his thing.
It has a top at the top.
This is the one that people are talking about.
There's no metal
It has
prongs.
the capacity to vibrate, and that's it.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, my dog does go to the same trainer as Hassan, but he asked me if I wanted to use an e-collar, and I said no. Like when he first trained Milo, like a few months ago, he asked if I wanted to use the e-collar, and I told him no. I think using an e-collar on dogs is just like, bro, you could train a dog to do things without using a shock collar.
All this to keep your dog in a specific place while you.
You can, but that's if you're getting them from a puppy. Because if you already have a dog, go to the shelter and try and train a dog. Like a lot of people try and train their dogs not from puppy, or they go wrong from puppy. And then 2-3 years later, you're trying to train your dog on these bad habits. And don't let it be a big dog because you're cooked. You're not doing that based off of treats and cookies. No, your dog don't want donuts. Your dog needs to get readjusted. Not shock the fuck out of him, but he needs to, okay, I'm not doing that no more. Oh, I messed up twice. Not doing that again. And it's done. Now later on, if they mess up again, then you do it with treats, not with shock. But to rewire their brain, maybe a handful of
The dog
times.
was trying to stretch you, jackass. Like, let it stretch. But I think there's a bigger conversation to be had about both situations and scenarios on stream. Is this always on mindset of content creation has got to stop. This woman can't even do something intimate and private with her real life family, friends, and loved ones without being on camera. And Hassan can't even train his dog or allow his dog to stretch because he feels like he has to be on stream for 16 fucking hours a day. He can't take the dog out to take a piss, and we got to see her pee while her innards were coming out as she had a baby on live stream. This concept that you have to monetize every single waking moment is just gonna do nothing but expose more people for living their actual day-to-day lives. And for a lot of people, their actual day-to-day lives are disgusting and inhumane in Hassan's case, and hold intimate and private
How is it
moments in
disgusting?
Fonda's case where she gave birth to the baby. And those things are stuff that should not be captured on camera and monetized for the greater good in public. There's things that lie in that. There's dangers. There's, health complications that can come into play. There's exposing you for being the dickhead that you really.
I feel like with the dog thing again, because I really, 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 really like dogs. We have 2 dogs. So, like, I've had a few dogs, I've saved many dogs off the street, So, like, I feel like it's just the way you use it. I feel like there is a capacity and a limit. Like, you can do it without the shock collar, the e-collar, but it takes a lot more time, and not a lot of people have that time and tediousness. Go work your 9 to 5, get off, and then see your dog pee. Go and try and find time to train your dog at that point. I don't think it'll be very feasible for you to like either pay the money or the time to get as far as you would with the e-collar. It takes a whole different amount of dedication. Like, that's your hobby at that point. It's not just, oh, I have to pay. That's your hobby. And not everybody wants that. Sometimes I want to get there in 3 months rather than a year and a half because my dog is troubled. Some dogs have born in drama and anxiety, you know. But I'm gonna end the video right about there. Appreciate y'all for watching. Need y'all to let me know what y'all want me to react to. Hit those videos up. Appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See y'all next one. I'm out.